Hey guys, it's Sarah from isweariamstitching. Today is January 13th, 2026. I'll probably want to say 2025 for the next like 3 months. But it's the floss tube where I talk about cross stitch and other crafts I do, diamond art, quilting, knitting. Is that all that I do? Can't remember. But this is a WIP Parade, so it's going to be all about the cross stitch. I forgot how many whips I had. Over 20. So hopefully I can get this all in one go and not have to have my son splice together videos because I ran out of room on my iPad. We'll see. First I will just do like the normal floss tube stuff. So I'm just gonna dive right into life, get that over with. I've been sick, so if I stop to blow my nose, I apologize. I caught a cold on Friday. Ugh, it's been awful. I took my college kid back to school Saturday, which sucked because that's when I was most sick. But he's doing well. What else? I had not done a lot of stitching since you last saw me because I took everything out of the Q-snaps and ironed it, and I was like, I'm not ruining those. So I've only been working on the one thing that has not been a Q-snap. I'll show you that in a minute. And I've been playing video games. Well, I've been playing Unicorn Overlord on the Switch. So, yeah, I've been just vegging on the couch, sick, playing games, and doing the one stitch I can do, which is counted canvas and not cross stitch because it's not a Q-snap. That's it for life, I think. Yeah. Let's get into haul. I got some fabulous yarn from Steph from Total Stitch Show for Christmas, and this ornament that she made me, because if you know anything about me, you know I love my ornaments. Look how cute. It's got a little bell and everything. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty blue. I'm pretty sure my light is washing that blue out. It's got sparkles. Can you see the sparkle? The sparkly yarn. All my Christmas stuff is put away. I have one box left out to put a few things in like this. And then look at this gorgeous yarn, you guys. So Steph's yarn business is Yarn Dorks, and she has done a beautiful job. They are both DK, correct? Yes. And this one is called Stormy Sunset. Look at it is totally washing the colors out. Oh, so pretty. And this one made me cry because she dyed it in honor of my beagles, of my baby girls, inspired by them, and she named it Beagle Babies. It's gonna be a hat for me. 110% a hat for me. Once I knit my niece a hat, because she just moved from Southern California to Indiana, so she's in for a wake-up call for that for winter. So I'm gonna send her a care package with some like hot chocolates, a knit hat, some cozy socks, that kind of thing. Oh, thank you, Steph. I love you. And the Christmas card that came with it. And then my other haul is, yeah, I'm a sucker at work. We got these new diamond art kits. They're 3-piece panels and they're on canvas, so you don't have to worry about how to frame it or hang it up. Because it comes. Oh, let's take. It's on canvas. See? Isn't that cool? God knows when I'll get to it, but it's cool. Yay for vouchers and discounts. And then I have a couple FOs and not enough space to put stuff. Where did I put that yarn? There it is. So I did finish my last bauble from the Bothy Threads Advent Calendar. I finished it just in time to put on my tree before we took our tree down. Lots of fun, super cute. And I finished the first week. Oh, probably the 5th or 6th or so of January, I did finish my Christmas party from Nathnolu on Etsy. That's on 18 count unnamed gray Ada from Bestitch Me. It's so cute. I love it so much. I thought my favorite would be the black cat, but it's the little skeleton reindeer. It's too freaking cute. It's 1/1 using DMC. So I was able to finish it. Not for Christmas, but I was able to finish it. And hopefully I will finish it. FFO it for Christmas. Let's see. And then, remember, I'm going to do giveaways here in a second. I got some applique stuff from Missouri Star Quilts Advent, and I was like, well, I'm not really into applique. It was letters. I'm like, eh. But I did end up using it. I'm still giving it away because I'm not going to use it again. But I did end up using it to make myself a shirt. Turned out pretty decent, I think. I mean, I have to like, for you to be able to read it all, because I didn't realize just how big the letters were. They are huge. But yeah, so I made myself a shirt. And if it offends, well, this just isn't the place for you, I guess. We have drastically different opinions and views. Because yes, it is a floss tube about cross stitch, but I am who I am. And that's part of watching floss tube, is liking the person you're watching. But again, cute. I love that fabric. Okay, those are my only FOs. And I will go ahead and do the giveaways. I'm so sorry, but these are going to be US only. I mailed off my last giveaways today, and the Canadian one was just, you know, patterns, and I don't want to say it's expensive, but it was definitely pricier than the US shipping. So this is going to be US only. I'm sorry. Don't say giveaway. Don't say free. Blah, blah, blah. If it gets lost in the mail, I'm sorry. I tried. I can't compensate you. This is just a fun little giveaway. You know. So you will use the number 1, just number 1, for the Stitchy giveaway. Now this is stuff from the Advents that I didn't want to keep. And the Stitchy giveaway, it's kind of smaller than I thought it would be, so I included some, oh, I should have brought over a pillow to show you how I use them. I hate getting up and walking away from you guys. That feels so rude. You know when you make little pillows, and you can either sew up the bottom, you know, leave the bottom open, stuff it, sew the bottom up, or you can flip over you can sew them right sides together, cut in the back like a little X, flip it out, stuff it, and then close that X on the back. That's what I prefer to do usually. And then to cover the little opening, I like these from Fabric Pop. They're her iron-on, like, what you call it? Postage stamps. So I'm including a couple of these in there. Just for fun. Because this Stitchy giveaway is, I thought I had more in there. So for number 1, for this Stitchy package is these. And then this kit from Bothy Threads. It's got the threads, the fabric, and the pattern. And it is, sorry, I'm a bit shaky. I'm sick. When I'm sick, I get, my blood sugar tends to drop. I just had something sweet. I'm hoping it evens out. I get a little shaky. This pattern. And this kit, which comes with the thread, the fabric, the pattern, and the pattern is this one. They're just not kits they're cute, but they're not for me. Okay, so number 1 for the stitchy giveaway. And then the number 2 for the quilty giveaway, which is chunkier, and it's got these little doodads that came in a hot mess today. You know, I had baskets and things I should keep near me to put the stuff in, but I don't remember it until now. These little clips. I believe these are bobbin thingamajiggers. I found out this is for, like, you stick it in your thread and put your and keep your bobbin and your thread together. Matching bobbin and thread. And then these itty bitties, alpha bitties, marking tools for sewing. And then this bias tape toolkit, because I hate bias tape, and as cool as this is, and part of me really wants to keep it just in case, I'm never gonna make bias tape. And then the word of the day pillow pattern, which is what the applique came from. Those are the letters. Which, yes, a couple might have some pencil markings on the outside, because again, I did end up using it to make my shirt. And it comes with the So Light fusible adhesive that I did use a big chunk of to make my shirt. So you can have a little bit of leftover, but I kept the label on there, so if you want to buy more, you'll know what fusible stuff they recommend. And then just a few sewing labels that came with it. I kept some, and I thought I'd include some in here. Well, beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. So, number 1 for stitchy, number 2 for quilty. And that, my friends, is the giveaway. I put it on top of my floss tube notebook. Not my smartest moment. All right. I feel like I'm speeding through this. I do apologize. Man, I gotta take a break. Because there's like 20-odd WIPs I gotta go through. I also wrote down my 2025 finishes for the year. Knitting, none. Sewing was 22 finishes. Miscellaneous, so it's like diamond art and other random things, 16. And cross stitch, 11. And of those 11, I finished, 2 of them were Year of the WIP FOs. I did not complete my Year of the WIPs. I did not start my WIP for my kit, my Year of cross stitch kits. I did not start the one for December. December was just too busy, and that pattern was huge, and I was like, I do not want to start another huge pattern. So I let the tiny decision wheel decide for me, and I really should have just gone with what I knew would be the busy times of the year, and like put the smaller ones towards the end, or like during the summer when we travel. Live and learn. All right. So, this is a WIP, but it's what I've been working on, since it's the only thing not in a Q-snap. It's my counted canvas, my Autumn Barn quilts from Nancy's Needle. It uses Karen Collection watercolors and DMC cotton pearl. And this is where I'm at. So since the last time you saw it, I got all this border done. It's so much. My brain, I love doing this, but my brain just cannot get the rhythm of it, like cross stitch. Like I have to count every hole. Like I'm constantly counting with this. So it goes a little slower than I'd like. But look at all that progress. So I'll finish this, and then there's one more border, like it's a thin little border like this. So look at that. I'm almost done. I am going to make a pile off to the side here, not that you care, of things that are what I feel close-ish to done, and probably what I'll work on not next, but like a pile of things that not close to finish, but like my brain is so foggy. No, I didn't have COVID. No, I don't have COVID. I've just, that cold really knocked my butt down. I naturally have my brain naturally does not do so good with words. Things that are close, I'm just going to stick with things that are close to finish. Like, if I did this for like a week, I could probably knock, maybe 2 weeks, depending on my schedule. I could knock this out. So I'm going to get things that I feel like are closer to a finish than not. Make a pile of those and work on those when I'm not playing my video game. So this is going in that pile. And that started that back in February of 2023. Gosh, can't believe I had that long. I had to take it out of the WIP Parade lineup because it was not in a Q snap. So, WIP Parade time. Real WIP Parade time. These are my whips. It's 20-something. I counted and then I have forgot. I just know it's over 20. So, put this over here. I do have one box to put the whips in. This, my oldest whip, is my Blackhead Sky from the Primitive Needle. I started it on December 31st, 2021. It is on 18 count gray unnamed Ada from Bestitch Me 2/2 with DMCs and a couple of fancy flosses tossed in there just, for fun. And I should put this in my close to finish pile, you guys. God, I hate working on it, but I really, really should because it really is close to finished. Like, I have this block to do, and then there's a border up top and a border on the bottom, which as of right now, I do not, now my nose is itchy. I do not plan to do. But just have that one block to do. Oh, I should really put it in the pile. I hate working on it. I can't wait for it to be done, but I hate working on it. Oh, I'll put it on the pile. And see what I did different is the sun, I did not put the eyes in because I thought they were creepy. And now that I look at it, it looks like the middle, looks like the middle part of the sun's giving the finger. But, and there's just a few very small fancy flosses. And like the sun is a variegated gray, black. There's some variegated black and like a key. And some variegated, like the moon, like this yellowy white. Just a few little things to make it interesting from all the green and brown. Man, my lighting seems like real weird. Like I feel like, oh no, wait. I look weird, but does the colors of that look better? Hold, please. Whee! I'll stick with that. And I did on this one change the colors on the outline of him because it was supposed to be like a bright yellow, and I did not like that. All right. Actually, I'll start a pile right here. Okay. I was going to say something else about that, and I can't remember what it was now. I don't know. And then obviously I'm going from oldest to newest. My next one is my Egypt Garden Chatelaine. It is on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana. Sorry, I know those pictures are awful because they're so small so you can't see like any detail. This is another one which I cannot wait to have finished, and I will have it professionally framed, and it'll be gorgeous on my walls. But God, do I hate working on it. I hate all the half stitches. And I hate the chart. Hate the chart. So many of the symbols are so similar, and the chart is so freaking small. I wish they were big like Mirabilia's, which I don't think need to be as big as those are. And there's so much like back stitching and specialty stitches that I wish there was like a second version of the chart, like one with the stitching and two with like just the specialty stitches and back stitch and stuff. I don't know. I'm just being picky. I just really, that's one big part of why I hate this pattern is the chart. And if I could get it in Pattern Keeper, I would. But oh damn, is it pretty? This is the full length. The full, I have no idea how big it's gonna be, but this is the full fabric. So let me fold it back up. So we can just see the stitching. Look how shiny it is, how pretty it is. And look at that cute little friggin', I almost called them turkeys, chickens. That's why this part, I wanted to get all this done. But once I got this done, I was like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. Because there's so many half stitches and crap in there. And I hate half stitches, quarter stitches. And I'm using all the called for. I think I may have, excuse me, replaced one Gloriana with the Dinky Dyes. Some of it I'm mad I didn't just replace with DMC because some of the fancy floss is not variegated at all. I'm like, why did I spend so much money on this fancy silk when I could just use the DMC version of it? Because some of it's not very variegated, and like if fancy floss isn't variegated, why am I paying for it? I don't like silk that much that I need to pay extra for a solid silk. I mean, silk isn't my favorite. I'd much prefer to use cotton. This one's obviously not going in the pile of almost finished because this bitch is going to be around for a long time. And then I've got my, oh, did I say I started the chatelaine was December 31st, 2021? Next is Spirits of the Dead from Modern Folk Embroidery. It is on 32 count Belfast linen in shale from Picture This Plus. And I'm using the Silks For You Winter Wonderland silk. I believe it's 2/1. I started on January 2nd, 2022. This one, like every time I think of it, I think, oh yeah, I'm almost done with that. But then I look at it, I'm like, oh no, I still have a lot to do on that. There's my bad printout, which actually, because my printer was running out of ink, and it actually kind of worked out well because it made the background purple, and my background is kind of purple. So I'm like, oh yeah, I've got a lot done. I do not have a lot done. I still have to do all of this, 95% of that. I'm not near done. This is not going in the pile of almost. Oh, it's so pretty though. I love that purple on purple. The shell comes out less purple on camera, but it is definitely purple. Look how pretty it is. Well, shoot, I thought I was all done with this. I still have a bunch of flowers and leaves and crap. Yeah, so I'm nowhere near done on this either. So it will not go in the, hey, let's work on this pile. God, I really wish you could see how pretty the shale is. It's so sad that it's not coming out the right color. Because when I put it down, I'm like, ooh, pretty purple on purple. Oh. And on top of everything else, I have cramps. I'm so glad I don't work today. And they sent me home early yesterday because my blood sugar kept dropping, so I had to like keep sitting down and I'd get the shakes. And they're like, you know what, we're slow, just go home. Let's see. Next is my Nefertiri from Hade. Artwork is by Mandy Menzano. It's on 25 count easy count Lugana. DMC. I started this on my birthday, 9/19/2022. I'm doing it 10 stitch. Oh, I gotta get the picture for you guys. Oh, she is just the prettiest lady in all of the lands. She's another one I'll have to have professionally framed because she's gonna be big and I'm sure odd sized, and I have to do her justice. I think she needs a big fancy gold frame. God, she's pretty. And I did make a lot of progress on her over the year. I wonder if I have where I started written down. So I started keeping track, I guess, in February of last year. Yeah. And at that time, I was at 4.5%. And then the last time I worked on this, in the start of December, I was at 36.22%. So I think that's a lot of progress. I don't think when I started I had a page finish. Maybe I had one. No. Oh, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I didn't have a page finish when I started at the start of the year. But at the end of the year, I had something. 11 pages done. So I think I've made a lot of progress this year on her. Oh, she's so pretty. She's gonna be so big. She's gonna be a big girl. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, she's so pretty. Look at her face. Look at those lips. So pretty. I can't wait to get back to her. She's not in my almost finished pile, obviously, but she is in the I would like to go back to working on her every month. I did not touch her after like December 1st. I'd like to go back to touching her every month. I'm currently, as you can see by the open spots, working right here. So I work on a page at a time and obviously branch out past the pages so I don't have any hard line breaks. So like see, I went like the page stops somewhere right here, but I go down. But yeah, so this is what the page I need to finish, which is not a lot there. So once I get working on it, I could have a 12th page finish soon. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at those colors. Gosh damn. Gosh darn it. Oh, she's so pretty. I love her so much. So much. She's going in the work on pile. Because I loves her. And this next one is the one I worked on for my last WIP Go for December. And I did get my WIP Go goal achieved to finish the motif. So it's my Halloween Quaker from Leela Studios. It's on 36 count linen and paranormal by Stitch Me. I'm using DMC Classic and Classic Colorworks. And I started it October 22nd, 2023. This is another one that while I love how it looks and I can't wait to have it finished, I absolutely hate working on it. It's 2/2 because even though it's a 36 count, it's a loose 36 count. One, I don't like how 1/1 looked, but 2/2 is just a bit snug, so it's like really no happy place. And then I'm mad that I spent money on fancy flosses when a lot of them are pretty much just solid. Like, I could just use the DMC. So the motif I worked on was this one. And I finished it like that. Like, that's a fancy floss. That's a fancy floss. They're basically solid. I could have just used a dark brown and a dark gray DMC. And I'm like, dang it. Dang it. But like, this one's variegated. It doesn't show up very well in the picture, but see, like down there, it's more variegated. And the yellow is. And the purple in the hat, you can see it's pretty variegated. But like the grays, there's like 3 different grays and like brown, dark brown, and like that you can't, like, why'd I spend the money? Like that took almost a whole skein because I'm doing 2 over 2 like a boob of more expensive floss when I could just use a freaking dark gray DNC. I'm so mad at myself. But anyways, there we go. Again, this is another one I'm absolutely gonna love having, and I think it's so pretty, and I wanted to stitch it so badly. And I think that's part of why I hate stitching it, is that I wanted to stitch it so badly, but I don't like stitching it, so it's disappointing. But it's pretty. So pretty, especially on that fabric. God, I love that fabric. And you'll see that there's a lot of Bestitch Me fabrics because I was in her fabric of the month for like 2 years, I think. This one, the next one is going into my close to a finish, even though really it's just close to a stitching finish. There's still like all that beading to do. It's At the Met from Mirabilia. I'm doing it on 32 count linen in Crimson Peak from Jody of Steel City Stitchers, using DMC, Krynic, Karen Water Lilies. I started it with Julie from Kansas City Girl and Colorado World. It was her idea to do it on this red, and which is funny because we both had the exact same red. And I absolutely am so glad that she suggested it because I adore it on this red. I think it's so pretty on this red. But I started it December 21st, 2023. Oh, I just love it on this red. It was such a good idea, Julie. So all I have to do really is the stitching up here and her skin and her head and her hair. It sounds like a lot, but when you look at the stitch, it doesn't look like a lot. See what I mean? Like, stitch-wise, I just have to finish, bring up this, and then do her arms, her torso, her head and hair. I guess it is more than I think it is. I guess because the dress is done, I'm like, woof, I'm almost finished. I'm not almost finished, but I'm going to put her in the close to finish pile. Even then, just for stitching, because you can see all the beading, all the empty spaces where beads need to go. I also wish this wasn't washing this fabric out because it's a deeper red. Just love it on this red. I feel like she pops so much on this red. And the golds of the her outline, whatever that thing is, I think it just pops. So yeah, see, just like this thing, some stitching down here, a lot of that's beads, and then like her skin and stuff, which I'm just doing 2 over 2. I'm not doing the 1 over 1. I'm not here for that. I feel like she just pops, baby. Oh, she's definitely going the work on pile because I feel like she's darn close stitching wise, and then I'll probably put her away for a while for the beading. And I was doing this thing that I kind of got inspired from names. Janet from Janet Jabber. Write it down. She had been doing like these ladies of the season with the Mirabilia, and I thought I'm gonna do that. So I had been doing that, and then I got out of it because I just didn't enjoy working on some of my ladies, and I was like, I don't care, it's their season, I don't want to work on them. I don't know if I'll go back to that, bringing out a lady every season. I don't know. This next one is one I also don't like working on because as much as she is beautiful and I friggin' adore her, I hate yellow. I don't like all the yellow that I have to stitch. The really light yellow is like stitching with white for me, where I feel like my stitches look like just hot garbage. So it's kind of a downer, you know. It's my Lakapati from Bella Filipina. It's 32 count. Picture this plus Belfast linen in something. Using DMC, Krynic, and Karen Water Lilies. I started her on March 19th, 2024. What is her fabric? I wrote question mark on my notes because that's helpful. Moss. Definitely not going in the close to finish pile. Look how gorgeous she is. Look how gorgeous she is. And yes, I don't like working with light yellow. And I was still like, yeah, that's not a lot of light yellow. That's a lot of friggin' light yellow, you guys. What was I thinking? God. So, so pretty. Oh. So, so pretty. And that's all I got. This is where I'm at. So much light yellow. I hate yellow so much. I hate light yellow. Because that light yellow is so close to white. Like, I just feel like my stitches are so bad. And it's... Ugh. And this is another one where the light is really washing out the fabric. The fabric is a prettier green than that. It's a much prettier green than that. That's all I got on her. That's a shame, because she is so pretty. God, I hate these stitches. I shouldn't look at them. I'm just gonna get mad at myself. Oh, I suck at stitching. And this is one that I absolutely adore. She was another one of my fancy ladies for the season that I just haven't got around to. I guess I can get my note card. And I adore her, I just haven't worked on her. It's my Cathedral Woods Goddess for Mirabilia. I'm using all the kit stuff that came with it. So like the beads and the Karen Water Lilies and the DMC, the Krynic. But I am doing a skin conversion that I got from Julie from Kansas City Girl and Colorado World. I'll make her more dark skinned because I don't need 3,000 white ladies on my wall. Because there aren't just white ladies in the world. I don't know just white ladies. Also, she's very, 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 very white. Like, I'm using the kit stuff, so it's even the kit fabric, which is something. What is the kit fabric? 32 count country French latte linen. It's very pale, and then her flesh just kind of blends in with the linen. I mean, look, like, can you even tell she's got arms? She does. Her arms are right there. But look how much they blend in with that fabric. So I am using the skin conversion from Julie from Kansas City Girl and Colorado World. And she will pop more off this fabric, I'm sure. God, she's pretty. Those aquas and teals in her dress. Oh, and that Krynic. There's like so much Krynic right here in the middle, which I didn't quite anticipate until I started working on it. It just, so much shine. Look at her. Can you see that Krynic? Oh, she's not anywhere near finished. Close to finish. I might put her in the work on soon pile too, because I just love her so much. I just love those teals and aquas. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put her in the pile. I'm gonna put her in the pile. She hadn't been touched in a while, poor girl. I just love all the leaves around her and her horns, and just, she's so wild looking. It's not going to focus in on her very much, is it? It's not going to want to focus. But dang, like, from a distance, like, she looks like, doesn't look like she has arms. Who wants that? I don't want that. So, moving her stuff over to the pile to work on. The next one is my Gathering Acorns from Garden Cottage Samplings. It's on 32 count Lugana in Spooktacular from Bestitch Me using DMC and General Arts, and I started it December 2nd, 2024. As you can tell, a lot of, like, I tend to get my stuff done. I do a lot of little things too. So that's why there's like just a couple from 2020, 1, and then 22, and then like, what, 1 or 2 from 2023, and then there's going to be a lot from 2024 and 2025. Because they get bigger, and I just did more. You don't care. This is not close to finish, so into the spot. This is gathering acorns. Look how cute he is. Oh my god. Look at that tail. I don't know why I yelled at you about that, but look at that tail. And I love him on this spectacular fabric. I think it's just perfect. Look at his little tail. Oh, he's so cute. There's another one where I'm like, why did I bother doing the fancy flosses? Because some of the fancy flosses are in the acorns, and you can't really tell. But whatever. It doesn't use a lot. I'm pretty sure this is 1/1. Yeah. So it'll, last longer, the fancy floss. But isn't that so cute on that fabric? I love it on that fabric. And I love all the browns, but there's just a little bit of pop of color in the bowl. Like that orangey red, that gray blue, just a small pop of color to make it interesting. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And then this is one, there's like barely any progress on this. My Lady Halloween from Jardin Privé. I think I said that right. It's on 36 count linen and smashing from Bestitch Me. I'm using Silks for You in Winter Wonderland and Moselle Silk and Dark Grape. And then DMC 310. Wow, I really hope I wrote down where I was using those colors. Ooh. I started this one on December 5th, 2024. Really hope I made some sort of note about where I was going to use those colors. I'll be so mad at myself, you guys. But there she is. So they used, and this is 2 or 3 colors. It's like 2 or 3, yeah. I think there's 3 colors in this mock-up. Oh, I really hope I made some sort of note. Oh, I don't see any notes in here. There's no paper. Guess I'm just freeballing it. Eyeballing it. Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge. Well, that's black. And that's black. What is that? That's black shoes. Black shoes, black shoes. Maybe I'm following this mock-up. I think I might be following this mock-up. Because I've got very little done. But what is black on here. And then I've got my lighter purple is the lighter color on here. My darker purple is a darker color. This must be why I've got this mock-up. Because I must be following this mock-up. Take notes. Write down what you're doing, Sarah. But that's like literally all I have is the bottom. I wanted to make sure it would fit so I didn't start too far over. And I almost did. I'm cutting it pretty close for my liking on this side. But see, like, that's the black of like her shoes down there. That's the black of a table. And I wanted to do, I wanted to make sure it fit, and then I wanted to make sure I liked those purples together. And I do. Look at the little froggy. I just wanted to do him because he was cute. So this is, I don't remember not liking, I must have started this for something. And then just moved on to the next thing. It looks like it's 1/1. Yeah. Should work on it again. It's not going in my pile because it's not anywhere close to done. Because if I can knock out some, oh, sure, now you get the fabric good. Well, nice, whatever. But once I do get back to working on it, I'm going to enjoy it because I remember enjoying stitching it and it's super pretty and I love those purples. And if you're new here, purple is my favorite color. This one is definitely going in the pile of almost finished because I feel like even though I feel like it's close to finish and I look at it, I'm like, oh no, that's not actually really close to finish. It's close enough to go in the pile. This is my fawn cushion from Pana on 11 count Aida using the threads that came in the kit, which I think are DMC. I don't know. They are cotton. And it's 4/1. So, you know, it's another nice one to do when my brain just doesn't want to function and my eyes don't want to function on look at little things. But I've got, let's see, where am I at? So here's its face. So I've got like, there's this flower. I've got this to do. So really, you know, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Right? I mean, looks like more than it is. But also I got a lot of like little white chunks down that you can't see really very well. Oh, I can't wait to I'm going to finish it in a pillow with the piping. And he's going to sit on my office chair and be so stinking cute. And oh, I just love him so much. And I love working on it, even though like I feel like my stitches are so messy because they're 4/1. Like, I'm like, hot damn, is that even a stitch? Did I miss a spot there? What is that? That floss is so... It looks so messy up close, but look at it. You can't tell, right? You can't tell my stitches be messy. You just see cute little fawn. Stop staring at your stitches, Sarah. And they have tons of cute pillows. I don't know if I'd do any of those ones. Though the dragon's pretty cute. That, I would have to send away to have someone finish that. That's a lot. That's a weird shape. Luckily, the fawn is just an oval, so I'm hoping that I can finish that myself. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And then the next one is my Dreaming of Klimt. This one from Barbara Anna Designs. It's on 32 count linen and acorns from Bestitch Me. I'm using DMC and I always do that. Petite Treasure braid. I started this with Marissa of MKitsa Creations. And it was February 6, 2025. I thought I had more done on this than I did. So it's not going in the close to finish pile. I thought I was further along. Like I thought I was way up here. I am not way up there. Look how pretty she is. Yeah, I am not way up there at all. I thought I was way up in her hair. I'm not. Well, she's so pretty, isn't she? Isn't she pretty? Like I thought I had so much more done. I do not. And I love her on this dark fabric, which is so much darker in person than on camera. She's so pretty. And then I have my wooden stack stocking from Dimensions. It's a kit, and the kit came with 14 count Aida and DMC. And I started it on March 1st of 2025. It's my first ever stocking. I wanted to see if I enjoyed doing a stocking, so I thought I might cross-stitch stockings for my family. I'm enjoying the stitching part. I haven't obviously put together a stocking. I've made stockings, but not cross-stitch stockings. So I'm not, where I have to make sure I line up everything right when I'm cutting and sewing. So we'll see. But it's so cute. This one was for me. That's why it's got the polar bear. Because I love polar bears. This is my stocking. Oh, cute little polar bear. And a little hedgy. That's all the things I like. Christmas trees, mushrooms, polar bear, little hedgehog. Okay, I hate deer because they wreck our cars. Fox, bunny. That's a reindeer, so he's different. A reindeer's never wrecked my car. But that's all I've got so far. Oh, shoot. I didn't even realize I had that much of the polar bear done. And of course, like the hedgie will pop more at the end when you backstitch everything. Look at his little face. I'd like to work on this again. Kind of drawn to working on it. Maybe I'll, you know what? It's not close to finish. I'm going to put them on the pile. Should I put them on the pile? Yeah, because you know what? If I decide once I reorganize all this stuff into storage and where it goes, I can decide. Yeah, I can always just be like, it's not close to finish, Sarah. Put it back. And then don't fall. And then this is my the fairy ring from Bothy Threads, 14 count speckled Ada. I started it May 1st of 2025. Oh, so cute. Is this close to a finish? So I've got, let's see, from here up of this giant mushroom and this mouse done. So I have these mushrooms, this mushroom, the bottom of this mushroom. That's a lot, isn't it? That's not close to finish. I don't want to put them in the pile too, though. I may put them in the pile. Well, actually, no. I started here, started this mushroom, and start that guy. So I still have all this mushroom, this guy, and the bottom part of this mushroom to do. The reason it takes a while is because there's a lot of color changes, like in the mushroom. Like there's a lot of color changes. Otherwise, it would go quicker. I may put them in the pile too. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that mushroom so much. I feel like if I'm like, oh my god, I love it, I want to stitch it now, I should probably put it in the pile, huh? I mean, if I wanted to, I could always just basically finish that mushroom and then just have one giant mushroom and one little mouse. But I like the whole thing. I like all the mushrooms. This is the pattern that made me decide to try the Bothy Threads Advent, by the way. Oh, I love it on that speckled fabric. I love a good speckled fabric. Because it's just interesting enough. But, like, the speckles don't get in the way of the stitching. It's going in the pile. Gosh. Because I love it. I love it. I love looking at it. It's going in the pile. Oh, this pile is getting a little unmanageable. And then I have Fox on Island from Luca S. This is on the 14 count Ada White. This is another kit. I think it's DMC. I don't know. It's cotton thread. I started June 1st, 2025. This is not going in the pile because it has a long way to go. And I was contemplating giving it to my mother-in-law because she collects lighthouses, but no, I don't think she'd appreciate all of it. Like the fox and the stuff. I think she'd be like, because I feel like he's the main draw of the piece. So, this is going to be mine. Look at his little scarf. He's just a fancy lad. I mean, a lot of this, not a lot, but there's a chunk of it that is just like tent stitch. So that part will go pretty quick. But here it is. When I worked on him, I remember I wanted to get at least his face and his little scarf done. And I did. And I was so happy I did. Because look at him. Look at his little face. Most of his little face. There's some empty spots. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot to go. Gosh, I wish that water were 10 stitch. The bottom half's going to be, oh my gosh, a slog. But it's so pretty. Quite happy with it. But he's definitely going in the not finish anytime soon pile. And then this gorgeous lady is definitely going in the work on pile because she is, I feel, close to done. Because once I get started on her, she goes fast. She's my Dead Sea Mermaid from Meridian Designs. I'm 32 count Lugana in Haunted by Bestitch Me. I started her on June 22nd of 2025. Oh, she's a pretty girl. I mean, she's creepy as shit, but she's pretty. And really, there's not a lot of beads in her. So once I'm done with the cross stitch and the back stitch, there are not a lot of beads. Look at her face. Look at those eyebrows. Oh my God, she's so creepy and so fantastic. But yeah, so I have, here she is. I love her on this fabric. Thank you guys for helping me pick it. I am, again, still mad that I started her right in the middle of this piece of fabric. This is as far down as she goes, I do believe. Let me see where she may go. Okay, about there. So when I cut her to frame her, I'll have like this for like littles. Maybe something up here from like littler things. But if I had just started her off to the side and down a lot more or up more, I'd have a good chunk of pretty fabric for another project. But no, I started her right in the middle. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, so obviously her face, you can't see how creepy she is. I mean, she looks creepy, she has no eyeballs. But you see, where am I? It's her. So I have, yeah, so basically, cross stitch wise, I just have this to do. And I outlined it out, so it's just this. Right? Is that the whole outline? I feel like that's not big enough. Yeah, okay. So she's close to done. Like, once I get that done, the stitching wise, close to done, and that. And there's a back stitch, and then a few beads. She's got, like, very few beads. So she's definitely going in the pile. Because she's also freaking fantastically scary and beautiful. Look at her hair. Look at that crazy hair. She's so great. Isn't she pretty? Oh, my thing's washing her out too. Like, her skin, you can't tell how green it is. Like, it looks more tanny brown. But like, when I look at her, I can definitely see that green tinge. She's so pretty. I love her. She's going on the pile. She is going on the pile. Oh, look at that face. My next one. And this one is on the dowry. I apologize. I can't speak Polish. No one taught me that, even though I'm Polish. Mareka Designs. Mareka. Sorry. It's 16 count Ada. I started July 2nd, 2025. She's got a long way to go. Look how cute she is. Look at that face. And her little feet. Oh. She was fun to stitch. I enjoyed her a lot. I loved working on her little headscarf. And it's funny because it looks so red. Again, this is washing it out. It makes it look bright red. On my picture, it looks like a deep dark red. That was the only disappointing part. Because when stitching her, it is not deep dark red. It is actually pretty bright. Not that bright, thank you, light. But it is brighter than the picture. In this lighting, it's not. But when you hold it up and I look at it, I'm like, her headscarf is definitely looks like a deeper red. But that's fine. That's fine. She's super cute. And look at that big old face. Oh my gosh. She's so cute. I love her so much. And I think, did this pattern, did this kit come with? No, I thought it came with something different. It did not. It did come with a thing to organize the threads, which I'm not using. But she's so pretty. I love her. I love her little face and her big old eyes. And then this is my, oh, we're almost done. My You Belong to Me from Long Dog samplers. It's on 16 count Ada and Marigold from Garibaldi's Needleworks. I'm using DMC 336. That's the main color. And then I've got another DMC that I'm using for just like just add a little bit of something different to it. Let's see the DMC. Yeah, so 336 is my main DMC. And then 3765 is a lighter one that I'm just using for the tiny little butterflies and tiny little bees that are scattered about the pattern. And I'm doing it 2/2, yes, 2/1, sorry, it's Ada. So there it is. And so like there's these little bees and little butterflies just scattered throughout. And I'm using the lighter blue on those because I figure if I end up not liking how it looks, they're little and I can just easily rip them out and then pop the darker blue in. And I wanted to make sure that my fabric was, yep, just gonna throw stuff around. My fabric was big enough, so what the heck? I just grabbed a bunch of stuff. So I did the border all the way, I knew it was gonna be big enough, but I'm paranoid. I did the border across and down to make sure that it was gonna fit, and yeah, it fits, no problem. And those were my test color, a few of my test colors. I've ripped out some of them, but those were a few of my test colors. Let's see. See, it's the dark blue, and then like the little bees and butterflies are in the lighter blue. Gosh, lighting sucks today. Oh no, I turned it off, I think. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys, I apologize for being sucky. What is? But there we go. That's not a lot, but if you know anything about a long dog, this is gonna take me a while. What'd I get? Okay, so there's the bunny. So from, where am I on this pattern? Okay, yeah, so there's the bunny. So like, I got that tiny little bit of corner. It's fun to work with, and I do enjoy it. And I like the monotone. I like the one color. And I love, absolutely love this fabric so much. I'm so glad I went with the blue on the yellow, on the goldy yellow. So pretty. Gosh. So pretty. So big. It's like a blanket. And then this one is a pathetic start of my Guardians of the Magical Forest from RTO. It's on 16 count Navy Ada. I started August 31st. Yeah, it's my brother's birthday. 2025. I honestly don't even know which way is up on this fabric. Excuse me. Look at those gorgeous colors. It's Guardians of the Magical Forest, but to me he looks like a water dragon. Those colors. And I don't know which way is up. Also, gosh, this fabric just does not seem big enough for this, does it? Look how small that fabric is. Where am I? So this is a light blue. And you started in the middle, so it's probably somewhere around here. It's just, gosh dang, it doesn't look big enough. Well, hope for the best, right? That's all I got. 2 over 2, nothing fun. Just getting towards the busy time for me, and some of these starts, some of these whips are just pathetic little starts. Like this next one, which is my Joy Noel. I think that's how you say it. Joy. I don't know. From Dirty Annie's. It's on 36 count linen in cinnamon from Bestitch Me. I'm using DMC. Started on September 14th, 2025. Or December, I think I meant like 19th. Because I swear I started this for my birthday. My birthday start. I think I meant to write 9/19. Definitely not going to the almost finished pile. And I'm not doing the actual Christmassy parts. Because if you know me, you know I'm not religious. I hate to go into a rant about what I think about religion and how it's all basically a cult. Some of it's just a acceptable cult, but keep it inside there. But I love nuns. I just love nuns so much. I don't know why. I have since I was a kid. Just love nuns. That's what I'm doing. The nuns. I'm not doing the trees. I'm not doing the banner. I may change around some of the color combos to look less Christmassy. Like instead of having the green and red, it might be like green and gold or gold and red. Something like that. Just so like, that's really the only thing I feel like I have to change to make it less Christmassy. I might make her stockings straight blue so there's more blue. This is literally all I got done. And that's because I wanted to make sure that you could see the colors on the fabric. And it was my birthday, and we were traveling, getting ready to travel, and I just had no time. That is... Could this even count as a whip? I mean, you almost wouldn't even know there's stitching on this fabric. That's so pathetic. And then there's my Natural Beauty 3 from, I don't do French, Philanthropy Broderies. It's a kit. We were in Cannes, France, and I wanted to go to that cross-stitch store and buy this pattern, this kit for a souvenir, but the day we were there, they were closed. So I already knew that before we even got there, that they were going to be closed that day. So before we left on our trip, I ordered it so that I could have it when I hopefully got back. I got it, I think, a week or two after I got back. So it's my souvenir from there, even though I didn't go to that actual store. Anyways, I started on October 12th, 2025. She's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get back to her. She's not going on the pile because she just got barely any work done on her. But she is just, oh, so gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, and the kit comes with the fabric, which I believe is a 36 count. And it uses Allegro. Allegro something or other. What is that? Aurifil, I think? I think it's Aurifil. I think it's Aurifil. Yeah, Aurifil, Allegro. This is almost like stitching with sewing thread. Look at those colors. How thin that is. I do believe it is 2 over 2. Yeah. So thin. But it's nice to work with. I'm quite enjoying it. As I throw everything around. Oh, here's a close-up on the back of some of the detail. Oh, isn't she gorgeous? And it's Aurifil Allegro thread and pre-printed fabric, and I got around one of her eye sockets, I believe, or started like under her eye. The top for eyes got that gorgeous coloring. I think so. You know what? It's a cheek. I believe that's a cheek. Isn't that fun? The fabric. Look how cool that fabric is. So cool. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. If I keep enjoying it, I may order another kit down the line. The ones they have on the back, I have no interest in doing. Natural Beauty 1 or 2, but they have other ones that are gorgeous. Though I do love that fabric for Natural Beauty 2. But I don't really want to stitch either of those ones. But that fabric on the 2, look at that fabric. Oh. So yeah, so that is the right way. Right? Yeah. Durr. Oh, that was fun. I do remember enjoying that. And then this is my last one, you guys. This is my Winged Moon Fairy Dimensions Gold Kit on 16 count Aida. I started it November 2nd, 2025. And I was proud of myself because I got more done on this kit than I had in the past couple kits. And it was the last kit I did because I did not start my December kit for my year of kits. Look at that cute little kitty. And I don't know which way it goes. I think it goes this way. So, yeah. So not a huge amount of progress, but a lot more than I had done on a few things, as you just saw. So, yeah. I believe it's DMC. What does that? I feel like it should be DMC, but who knows? Oh, look at the little butterfly next to the kitty. Oh, I just noticed that. She's so pretty. I think, yeah, this is the right way because that's the start of some of her hair. And I started smack dab in the middle with those flowers. And it's got half stitches, so I did some of the half stitches for the background. I enjoyed it. That's it. That's my WIP Parade. Holy moly. So, this is my pile of stuff that I'm like on close to finishing. It's not all, they're not all close to finishing. Some, like I said, are just like, I really like it, I want to stitch on it again. So when I'm organizing it, I may put a couple things back that aren't actually close to finished. We'll see. I'm going to shake you because I'm moving this pile up here. Sorry. And that's it. That's all I've got for you guys. Those are my plans. I have no other plans other than that. My autumn barn quilts, because it's ready to go. I pop my little neck light on and I work on it in the corner of my house that is dark on my couch when I'm lounging about. And I would actually like to do some sewing because I still have some things from the Missouri Star Quilt Advent box I want to do because I like to do the Advent box things as I get them. It's not always the case. There's 2 Bothy thread kits I got from the Bothy thread Advent that I'm saving for next year. One is Santa and one is something else that I'm not sure I'm going to stitch or not, so I put it to the side. But, okay. That's a long video. I'm sorry, guys. Thanks for sticking around for that. I have a lot of whips. Should I count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, sorry about the hand licking, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 whips. And that's not counting that I have, I think, 3 sock whips for knitting, 3 sewing whips. I have to finish that tree skirt. I have a very long awaited EPP quilt I'm working on. And I still have to finish my bomb quilt from Fat Quarter Shop. I have to have the border. So there's at least 3 off the top of my head quilting whips. 3 knitting whips. I haven't started any diamond art, but I have a bunch of kits that need done. And some puzzles I want to work on. Gosh, there's so much stuff to do. Oh, okay. So again, if you want the part of the giveaway, if you want the stitchy package, number 1, if you want the quilty package, number 2, 1 package per person, US only. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. And I will probably, because I'm also playing video games, which take up a lot of my time, because obviously I can't stitch and play a video game, I'll probably try to do a floss tube like once a month for a while, because I won't have a lot to show you. Going every week to show you a couple stitches is silly. So, is there anything going on the next month I need to tell you guys about? Rest of January? Nope, not really. So, ramble. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching that. I'm shocked I was able to record it all in one go. Thanks for putting up with my nasally voice and my dry throat. And I hope you guys come back again. And I will see you next month. Bye.